You know that feeling when you're just drowning in mundane tasks? Right now, you might be doing things the hard way. I'm talking about manually sorting through hundreds of emails, copying and pasting data from one tool to another, updating spreadsheets by hand until your eyes literally cross, or posting the same exact content across a bunch of different platforms. Every single one of these tasks is just stealing your precious time. And the worst part, as your business grows, that burden just gets heavier and heavier. You start to feel like instead of managing your tasks, your to-do list is actually owning you.
But what if I told you there's a way to save 10, 20, or honestly even 30 hours every single week without working any harder? Just imagine a world where an automated system sorts your inbox, updates your dashboards, formats your content, and messages your team, all without you lifting a single finger. Essentially, instead of you working for the task is finally working for you.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unlocking an absolute game changer. It's the ultimate time-saving, productivity-boosting superpower, AI automation. We're going to break down exactly how NN workflows automate tasks and seamlessly connect the apps you use every single day. And the best part? You can do all of this without writing a single line of code.
Okay, let's jump right into our roadmap for today. We'll be covering the manual work trap, meet the universal translator, anatomy of a workflow, flowing data with JSON, advanced routing and logic, and finally, building error-proof systems. Let's get to it.
First up, Section 1, the manual work trap.
So why exactly is manual work such a huge bottleneck for us today? Well, first off, it's incredibly prone to human error. We're humans, right? Decisions based on a gut feeling often give us really inconsistent results. Second, it is just painstakingly slow and time-consuming. Third, it leads to way higher resource costs. I mean, more manual work means you need more employees, longer hours, and naturally, bigger budgets. And finally, low employee satisfaction. Literally nobody likes doing mundane, repetitive tasks day in and day out. But when you automate these processes, you start relying on data-driven decisions, you scale effortlessly, and you free up your whole team to actually focus on creative, strategic work. Moving on to Section 2, meet the universal translator. You've probably noticed that most of the software you use, like Gmail, Slack, Notion, Airtable, they don't natively speak the same language. They kind of refuse to talk to each other. Well, NN acts as the bridge, and when you compare it to other popular tools out there like Zapier or Make.com, a few really crucial differences stand out. First, look at the pricing model. This is an absolute game changer. Other tools usually charge you per task or per operation. That means if you build a complex workflow, you could get slapped with a massive, totally unpredictable bill at the end of the month. NN, on the other hand, charges you per workflow execution. It doesn't matter if that workflow has 5 steps or 100. Next up is hosting. NN actually gives you the option to self-host. That means your sensitive business data never has to leave your network, which is absolutely crucial if you're dealing with HIPAA or GDPR compliance. And finally, NN offers these incredibly deep, customizable AI integrations, so you can build your own mini GPT workflows or even full-blown AI agents.
All right, Section 3, anatomy of a workflow.
So what does this actually look like under the hood? Think of an automation workflow kind of like an airport baggage system. When you check in your bag, the system detects it, right? That's your trigger. Then, based on where you're flying, the bag gets placed on a specific conveyor belt, moving through all sorts of different checkpoints. Finally, based on a predefined set of rules, the system directs your bag to the right flight, and that's your action. In NN, it's the exact same thing. Data checks in, routes through the system, and lands exactly where it needs to go. And the core building blocks of this entire system are called nodes. You can think of a node as a highly specialized worker on an assembly line. Every single worker has one very specific job. Maybe it's receiving data, calculating a number, or firing off an email. Once they finish their one specific task, they just pass the data right down the line to the next worker.
We've got 4 main types of these specialized workers. First, trigger nodes. These wake up the workflow, like when a customer submits a web form. Second, app or action nodes. These are doing the heavy lifting, like adding a new row to your Google Sheet or dropping a message into Slack. Third, we have logic nodes. These are the decision makers, splitting or merging your data paths based on whatever conditions you set. And lastly, transform nodes. These are basically your data cleaners. They can group items together, strip out duplicates, or pull out really specific information so the rest of your workflow runs without a hitch.
Next up, Section 4, flowing data with JSON. If nodes are the workers, JSON is the language they use to talk to each other. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It's essentially this universal, structured text format that allows drastically different applications to finally understand one another. When your Airtable database needs to send customer details over to a Slack channel, it wraps all that data up in JSON. It uses a super simple structure of keys and values, like the word name paired with John, and it can nest data inside other data, which makes it incredibly flexible.
So, how exactly does NN handle this JSON data? Well, it processes it as a list of what it calls items. And this is a super important concept. A single node processes each item completely separately. So, say a list of 10 customer orders enters a node. That node is going to apply its logic to all 10 orders individually and spit out 10 separate results. Every single item is structured as an array of objects, and if you need to find a very specific nested piece of data, like say a zip code that's hidden inside an address, which is inside a customer profile, you use this handy thing called dot notation to just drill right down and grab exactly what you need.
Section 5. Advanced Routing and Logic. This is where workflows evolve from those basic, simple linear paths into really smart decision-making engines. When you need your workflow to make a choice, you use branching. An if-else node gives you a simple binary choice, true or false. Like, is this a high-value lead? Yes or no. But what if you have an online store and you need to process orders based on their exact status? That's where the switch node is brilliant. It allows for multi-path branching. You can route your pending orders over to the warehouse team, processing orders to your shipping software, and canceled orders straight to the refund department, all dynamically from just one single node.
Now, once you've split all your data up, you often need to bring it back together to finish a process. And that's exactly what merge nodes do. On the flip side, we have loop nodes. If you're dealing with a massive amount of data, let's say thousands of customer records, you can't just shove them all into an external app at once, right? You'll hit API rate limits and completely crash the system. Loop nodes protect your systems by processing all that data in specific, very safe batch sizes.
Finally, Section 6. Building error-proof systems. Look, in the real world, things inevitably go wrong. Your automations need to be resilient. Thankfully, NNN comes packed with an incredible suite of built-in tools just for debugging. Debug in Editor lets you safely pull a failed real-world execution right into your canvas so you can troubleshoot exactly what broke. Then there's pin data. Honestly, this is amazing. You can freeze the output of a node so you don't have to keep pinging live APIs while you test, which saves you a ton of time and money. You can even use edit output to manually create mock data, like throwing in a fake missing email address, just to test those weird edge cases. And hey, if you make a mistake, version history lets you easily roll back to a previously saved working state of your workflow.
But what actually happens when a workflow fails in production? You really don't want a small glitch turning into a massive headache that goes unnoticed for days. By using the stop and error node, you can proactively catch these errors. It gracefully halts the failed process and immediately triggers a completely separate error workflow. This error workflow can instantly gather all the failure details and ping your IT team on Slack or send an urgent email. It ensures that a real human steps in before your business is impacted.
So, we've seen how NN workflows automate tasks, translate between totally different apps, route really complex logic, and safely handle massive amounts of data, all without you writing any code. By setting up these systems, you are quite literally buying back your own time. So the final question I want to leave you with today is this. If your repetitive tasks can run themselves, what creative, strategic work will you finally build with your stolen hours? Thank you so much for joining this explainer, and happy building.